Greetings. When my wife and I are trying to pick out a movie that we want to watch, we sometimes have a hard time because we like different kinds of movies. I hate a movie where someone dies at the end. Now, Pam doesn't mind those kind of movies because she said it's about the relationships and the story, and if she cries some tears in the movie, well, that's what makes it a good movie. I think, well, why do you want to go to a movie and come away feeling sad at the end of the movie? I remember watching Old Yeller when I was a kid, and oh my goodness, poor kid has to shoot his dog at the end of the movie. How could it get any worse than that? I'd much rather have a predictable movie with a happy ending. Now, if we were going to make a movie about the life of the Apostle Paul, what kind of a movie would that be? Well, it would have to be a sad movie, right? Because of all of his injustice and sufferings. And spoiler alert, he dies in the end. He is martyred for his faith in Jesus. Our text today is one of those times of injustice. It's Paul's trial before the Roman governor Felix from Acts 24, verses 10 through 21. I'm not going to read that whole section, but Acts 24, 10 through 21, you can read it on your own. And when you do, you'll notice that Paul spends most of his time in his trial talking about how he's innocent of all the charges that were brought against him. He says, I didn't do anything wrong. I deserve to be set free. Well, Felix does not set him free, and so it's a huge injustice and a sad story. But in the middle of his defense, Paul says this: I admit that I worship the God of our fathers as a follower of the way, which they call a sect. I believe everything that agrees with the law and that is written in the prophets, and I have the same hope in God as these men, that there will be a resurrection of both the righteous and the wicked. Paul believed in the resurrection. Jesus had appeared to him on the road to Damascus. He was convinced that Jesus was alive. He firmly believed that Jesus was going to come again and raise us all from the dead. And it was that hope in the resurrection that caused Paul to spend his life preaching about Jesus so that more people could have a happy ending. And that is why he was willing to suffer all the things that he did. Now, if someone were going to make a movie about your life, what would it be? Would it be a comedy, or would it be a mystery, or would it be all drama, drama, drama? Would it have a happy ending? Would it have a sad ending? Our life is not as bad as the Apostle Paul's by any means, and yet we do have our share of troubles. And then in the end, someone dies at the end, right? We die at the end, but our life has a happy ending. Our movie has a happy ending because we know that we will rise from the dead, and by faith in Jesus, we'll get to live with him in the glories of heaven. Now, what does that mean for our life here? Does it mean our life is one bad scene after another, one depressing scene after another until we die and go to heaven? No, no. Jesus gives us many joys in our lives. And just like the Apostle Paul, everything in our life is a chance for us to give glory to Jesus by the way we live. And after Paul wrote about the resurrection and the victory that we have through Christ in 1 Corinthians 15, he ends that discussion by saying this: always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Our life is a happy movie lived for Jesus with a happy ending forever with Jesus in heaven. Have a blessed day.